my friends, you are welcome. We are going to talk about friendship. So many people have lost interest in making friends, and this modern era, we are living in isolated lives. Gone are the days where we used to live on a village and we used to know each and every one. But the truth, God created us to be social beings. We can't live on our own. True, you can survive, but research shows that people who are living an isolated life have a lot of challenges. Because you need someone to talk to. At times you may be having problems in your marriage, and Ben knows something about it. Like knows a lot of stuff. Something can be happening at your home when you don't know, but someone in that estate where you're staying, he sees it. He sees it. I've been amazed so many times. I meet a lot of people around where I stay, and they keep on telling me, give me updates. We saw this one with your wife. We saw this one with your kids. We saw this one coming at your home. Are you aware of this? Kinda. There are a lot of things that come out of people. So it's very good to have friends. For you to have problems with some of your ex-friends, it doesn't mean that all are bad. It's like a woman saying that all men, it's like a woman who does not find a top man and decide to say, you know what? All men are dogs, the way they say it in Uganda. Or if you're a man saying that all women are bitches. Not really. You might have got some challenges in your relationships, but still good women are there. So it's the same with friends. Some might have, moved out of their borders into your, but it doesn't mean that they're not friends. There are people there. Actually, when we were younger, I never understood it why they always asked us in the kindergarten, in the elementary schools, they used to ask us, who are your friends? Have you made any friends? They just wanted to make sure that we learn. Whenever you bond with people, or whenever whenever you interact with people, you learn and you improve. It's like a man or a woman who has never been in another relationship. It's very easy for them to abuse the relationship they're in because they don't know. They've never been in multiple, or they've never had multiple relationships. So we get problems with friends just because we don't know how to deal with them. But whenever you move from this relationship to the other relationship, you get to learn. And friendship is two-way. It's not one-way. So many people want to get out of someone, but they don't want to invest in. But the more you invest in, the more you get. It's a win-win. You can't say, you can't think that someone will be depositing in you, or you're the one who understands better. No. So you get to learn. You have to know. You have to learn that you have to respect boundaries. You have to tolerate, and you have to know where to end. That's who friendships are. They help you build you. You build them, they build you. It's a two-way. It's just like a relationship. You can't be in a relationship when for you think that they have to give you always. That's why relationships or friendships are breaking off. Yes. So I've lived in different places. I grew up from East, and then I came in Central, and I rented in Central. When I came this side of Bloba, I got to learn. I've been learning. So when I came in this area, I needed to know who are my next or my neighbors. So when I got to know them, I introduced myself, and some of them, we're still closer, and others have walked away, which is okay, because when you're in a relationship, or when you're friends, you have to know who are for you and who are not for you. You have to separate. Of course, not everyone can be your friend. Not everyone can be your friend. But as you interact, you learn. You know this is a good person, this is a bad person. So you can't say that friends have hurt you a lot, so you are done with friends. No. It's true, I have people I have separated with. Because we can't, something will always be parallel. If someone is not meant to be with you, God will find a way of putting them away. And more so, there's some things that can make you separate with people, and you cannot start. It's not your problem. They choose to walk away, you let go. But you learn to introduce yourself. When I came on Mitana Road, I had to find out the social groups, working social groups. I got in there. I got to see people. Of course, you can't have a bunch of friends, because whenever you grow, the lesser people, the more comfortable it is. The lesser people, because when you are young, we have a lot. Because at school, you have these ones in your class, you meet others on the assembly, in the lines. And when I was young, we used to move a lot in birthday parties. But the more you grow, the more they decrease. I personally have friends I've been with from the teenage age up to now, and I can count on them. The ones I went with at school. I still have, there are not so many, but a few. I still have a few. So you have to have those people, the inner circle, and then the others I met at work, at church. So those are really different, because at work, of course you can't open up to everyone, because some of them will have interest of taking your job, or take your deals. I have those ones, the ones I've worked with, the ones I've employed, and some, go with customers. Yeah, those ones are there. Of course, there you have to be protective. And then there are these others that I met around this estate. The ones I've met at the estate, some have come out to be very good people. And some, because I remember when I got an accident that left me with this car, so my neighbors, my circlemate, came up and they took care of some of my bills, stood with my family. Yeah, kinda. So that's, we need people. They're really good. They did a very good thing, and I salute them so much. They stood. Of course, there's some things that will not go on well, some will go on well, but you should learn to tolerate. And you should have your boundaries. You know how deep someone enters, and how far you can tolerate. So if you see that, if you go on with this person, they'll switch you to the other negative side. Cut. I'm sure age will, teach you for the past relationships. Now I know what can trigger us to reach those ends. So I limit. And I have people that have gone away, which is okay. In the neighborhood, I still have some that have left, and some are still. Find a way of making friends around you. Maybe you can make a barbecue, attend parties. Gym is the very best place. Gym. At times I move to the gyms around, and you meet some new people, and you talk. Make friends. Always make friends. We are social beings. That's how God created us. Learn to make friends, because these are the people who will be there for you in your time of need. When your family is not there, your friends will be there. Learn to, share stuff, because when you share equipment, you save a lot of money. You may be having a neighbor who has a mower, and you have grass. Maybe you borrow it once or twice a month, and I think it's once a month. Keep it in good shape, take it back. You will need something. They will need something from you. I remember my mom, in my childhood, I used to see people who used to come at our home, and they used to keep, some used to park in our compound, you know, and also we used to pick some stuff from their compound, you know, or from their home. Because when we had mangoes, they had sugar cane. When I remember also on some events like Christmas or Eid, I remember on Christmas our mom used to cook food and serve the neighbors. They would share, and also when they Eid, they send us some meals like that. Life was better. Life was better, but because of the change, the change of life, so many things have happened. People can't open up like that because of some challenges. Someone, I don't expect a man and a woman being friends. I don't believe in that, and it's going to be another video I'll make. And it's really funny. A man and a woman, it's hard for them to be friends. For real, it's not. It's a lie for a man to be a friend to a woman. There's some chemicals there. But the men, look for your fellow men. Women, look for your fellow women around your neighborhood, from the ones you've gone with at school and the ones that you live around with, the others you've grown up with. Try to make friends and you will live a better life. I remain your friend, Dr. Yazama Damas. But do not forget, today, look out for friends. Look out for new people that you've never, interacted with. Talk to them. It's very useless for you to help strangers. Yet you can help people within your circle. You can make friendship. Because I always hear people and I laugh. I hear them, over the radio, giving testimony, funny testimonies. Telling others that, they help kids in the orphanage, they help street kids, they help homeless people. But when they don't have relationships with people around them, it's very useless for you to go and help someone on the street, just a stranger. Because the truth, we expect something from someone. We help people who will even help us in one way or another. I have lights. I remember there's a gathering where we used to go. There's a cell I was in at Mwenda. And I remember my cell leader was Uncle Grace. We would organize Christmas carols. I think it's before Christmas or after Christmas. So when he organizes, and they could ask me to bring lights. I have stage lights. So I would bring stage lights. Someone else, a cellmate, actually, he's within this very estate where I'm staying. He would bring sound. He had these two sound, speakers. So he would bring speakers. Uncle Grace would organize. He brings food. I know someone will come with chapati, someone will come with rice, and we would come together and we would celebrate. And that's what they call meaningful relationships. So you can't say that you are helping someone on the street, someone in the orphanage, but when you have no relationships with the people around you or with the people who will come and stand with you. So that's how life is. I don't know why it ended. As I told you, life tears us apart. So whenever we go apart, people get different challenges and what. So we end up living. And also I remember another place. I had a friend of mine. He had a birthday. He would just call me, "Hey, I need this," and I would come. And also I learned from another man who was my boss at one time. He was my friend. He's a minister in Balam. He is a guy who could get a phone and calls this man. He will call, "Hey, Damas, bring the light." And he will call, "Bella, I need you to come and perform. I have a show. Chameleon, I have a show." Or, he would call artists and he would call for sound and I would bring him sound, and he would talk to the venue owners, and we would all come together. We had business, it was a friendship, and we would have business in the very group. So I would use my lights on his events, and later after the show he gets money and he would pay me. You get? That's how life is. So tonight, don't forget to look for friends. Make meaningful relationship. Another man who taught me this is Pastor Graham. Big up Pastor Graham to Gume. He taught me these things. He was my friend. We began as business people, and kinda that's how life is. You help this one, and he helps you in this way. When you keep on getting more people, the more business you get. I remain your friend, Dr. Yazama Damas. Always, when you have any question, please send it to me. My email is up there, and send us a message on +256 782 050270, and we shall link up. I'll put in case you want to join our WhatsApp mentorship group. You will be part of it, and don't forget to subscribe if it's your first time to be here. I remain your friend. Always ask, and we will help you. If you need counsel, we have some counselors that we can connect you to. But when you have friends, some of the things you don't need a counselor, you don't need to spend your money, because you have people around you who have experience on everything. Okay, good day.